Behind me is my very loud motorbike, and this is a very tiny mic. We're going to put it to the test. Let's go. Don't get much more of a test than this. A loud motorbike and talking with the mic in the crash helmet to see how well we can actually save the audio. Oh, this is a nightmare getting out of here. So why are we doing this? We're pushing the limit of the Mic Mini because DJI claim with the low cut noise cancellation and safety track, also mono, that it can isolate your voice. And to me, I'm a bit like, this mic is so small that you should be able to use it inside a crash helmet if all their claims are true, which I hope it is, and I hope you can actually hear me, otherwise kind of it doesn't do it. It might be a case of with DJI that the mic will only save certain parts but not continuous loudness. It's obviously got, it might have an AI on it or something like that. So far, judging by the audio meter, this is constantly loud, but it doesn't peak in. But when I listen to the audio back, it is not great. I feel like it's peaking, but it's not peaking at the same time, according to all the meters and stuff. So when I accelerate, you're going to hear the bike, but can you actually still hear me? This is a true test of whether this mic's any good for this setup. I think people who'd go for this mic would be people like myself, a biker or something like this, with action cameras. I'm like, it's £49. It's £49 for a mic so I can actually talk to it. Most of the time in this type of setup, you will have a lav mic instead and keep all it low, keep the mic close to you. But this mic is mounted right next to my forehead, because if it's by my mouth, you'll get my whiskers, you get my breath, and then it's way too loud. So I'm asking a lot for a £49 mic, and we'll see if it can actually handle it. Wind noise, straight through pipe on the Z900 RS. Lots of popping sounds. It is testing it to its limit. But can DJI pull it off? Small mic and keep the audio? We'll find out, because there's competitors out there who can. Off the top of my head, the Insta360 Ace 2 claims it can give you good motovlogging audio, and we'll be putting it to test. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Guys, did you know you could become a Pulsate loyalty member of our channel for just $3.99 a month, and this is what you get. You'll get priority replies on the comments, so any of your technical questions, I'm here for you. You'll also get, when you join, a shout out on future videos as a big thank you for supporting the channel. And then finally, you get a nice glossy Pulsate badge. Let's get back to the video. I'm also interested to find out is, can we use this audio straight off and there's no post editing to be done? I'm doubtful of that, but just in case, we have to do a bit of post editing. This is what it sounds like when we switch on all our features in Final Cut, and that's voice isolation, equalizer, bring the gain down or up, things like that. So this is what it sounds like if we've done some post editing to this audio. As far as I'm concerned, the DJI Mic 2 is probably the best for this situation, because you have 32-bit float, which means it's almost impossible to peak audio. You can get it all back without it sounding like it's peaked. You can almost muck up your whole settings for your camera, and 32-bit will most of the time save your ass. And I think that's all I've got to say now. Let's get back to the studio where I can warm up and go over the other points for you to see whether this mic is for you. Guys, the first thing I absolutely love about this mic is the price. Starts at just £49 for this little fella. It is so nice. I mean, it is, it's very like, I feel like it's a pill. It's £49. What we actually went for, just because obviously we're going to do a bit more stuff with it, we went for the combo edition, which is £145, which means you can connect it to a camera. But this does a lot of stuff, especially if you've got your DJI products. So for £49 entry level to what is a super little mic is absolutely brilliant. The second thing I love about the DJI Mic Mini are the audio features. Firstly, you have the limiter. The limiter will stop your audio from peaking, so it doesn't get into that red zone if it gets a bit loud. The next is the noise cancelling. Now, the noise cancellation is just for your voice. So it recognises that you're talking and gets rid of all the sound behind. That can be put at, I think, 3 different levels. On the motorbike, we had it up high. We literally maxed it out. And it has a safety track. What a safety track is it takes the left and right you would normally have, but you can only have the safety track on mono settings, so keep that in mind. One is a bit lower, so if it does get a bit too high, you've got another track you can resort to. So that is why the price is really good considering what you're getting. If you don't make use of all these lovely audio features, then this is what it actually sounds like if you just out of the box and don't switch these on, especially on a motorbike. We're going to hit 50, now 60 miles an hour wind coming through. The third feature is no doubt the size of it. It's called a Mini for a reason. And this is why I decided to jump on a motorbike as well, because I've been waiting for a very long time for a mic which can go in my crash helmet. So you may have been wondering, where did he place it? And that is here on top of my crash helmet. I did a number of different tests and this was by far the best place for it. If I had it down by my mouth, you would have got my whiskers, you would have got some breath. But by having it up there, it was out of my line of sight and absolutely perfect. And that is really what you want from a mini mic. You want it to be versatile, especially as this can be paired with like action cameras. You can't get better than going, right, Action 5 Pro, mic, you're covered for everything. The fourth thing I like is the versatility of this mic. If you just bought the mic by itself, you can connect your Pocket 3 or action camera from DJI, and you can even Bluetooth this to your mobile phone. But if you want to take it a step further, this is where you need the combo edition with the receiver as well. The receiver means you can actually then put this onto a camera, a DSLR camera, and then you can have 2 mics running at the same time. Most cameras don't have Bluetooth, so you can't connect just this to the Bluetooth by itself. You need this plus the wire which comes with it to actually connect it up. It's got some great features on here. You've got your gain control and things like that. But word of warning, as I well found out, we use FX3 cameras here. When we connected this to our camera, we had to take our audio gain in the camera all the way down to 1 because you control it by this little, I'll try and show you on the camera here, this little bit here, which takes your gain up and down. I made a mistake and I didn't do this. I just plugged it all in and it changed something on camera. DJI have got some very, very helpful guidelines if you are connecting the Mic Mini to your camera. My fifth favorite feature is stereo. Now, you might be thinking, yes, stereo is quite common on mics, but you can set this to mono as well. Stereo is brilliant if you've gone for this because then that way you have 2 mics. When you record your audio in stereo, on the left will be one person, on the right will be the other person. But there is a word of warning here. You can't use noise cancellation with it. It's not that advanced at this price point because it won't know what to do, especially if you've got it connected to one of your action cameras. On a DSLR, you have more leeway when it comes to the editing to isolate that voice, but straight out, no noise cancelling. Just like my 5 points in this video,
DJI also have a number of options when you go for this mic. You can start off at £49 and go all the way up to a combination with this case here, which means you can connect it to your camera, your mobile phone, and do a lot more with it. You really need to have to think about, if you're interested in buying a mic, what you actually film and the equipment you got. If you need something a little bit more oomph to it, I would check out the DJI Mic 2 coming up next. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.